Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Victor's with Victor. And as we said, I just wanted to take you through my experience in this house and some of the ups and downs on this house. Like I said, this was our first house. We kept it, and most people view this as, like poor people's house. But then it turned out to be actually one of the most expensive houses to maintain, because the maintenance has to be 3 to 4 times a year. So this is a grass thatched house. It's very nice, very beautiful. Originally, before the iron sheets came, these are the houses that the Luo used to use. So they are very traditional houses. And the walls are made on cow dung, and this was used initially as the windows, so they are wooden. This is one of the commodities that are readily available anywhere around Africa. And we spent about, I think, 4 to 5 years in this house. My mom now just decided that we will keep it. And the beauty of it is that when it's very hot, the house is very warm. It's very cold and calm, so you can chill in here. It's like a little shade. And they're specialists to work on the roofing, and they're also specialists to work on this. So it's literally looks like a very simple house, but it's very complicated to make and also maintain and keep. We just worked on it recently. I suggested that we keep this house because I want my next generation to see it. There are not so many actually in the village right now, because people are building modern houses, and which is, I think it's a good thing, people moving with time, but also I think it's good to embrace and keep our culture as well. So if you have any questions, you can ask on the comment section, but I'll also take us on a tour through the house. It's a 1-bedroom house. Now we turned it into, we keep sheep and goats and chicken inside it, but also we just keep it special, and we keep it like still traditional. So if you ever visit me or get a chance to visit me, you get to see it. And I really like it, because one of the reasons that I really like it is because it reminds me where I'm from, or where we're from as a home, and also just the sight of it humbles me, and just seeing it at home makes me feel like it is something that like staying here with my mom and studying in such a house. I think it takes me back and just like keeps me grounded. So we'll go through a tour in the house, and then I'll show you some of the things. Then we can talk about a few of my experiences in the house as well. Follow me as I take you through a tour in this small house. So this is the main door. You had to bend as you go into the main door. Like I said, here they used to use wood, but then iron sheet became also one of the cheapest. So come. So in this house, one of the things you would have is the panga, and then this would be the sitting room. So in the sitting room, this actually would be in the kitchen area. So they would keep this in the kitchen area for firewood. But then, as you can see, this is the entrance. I don't know if you see me okay, but this would be the fireplace, or the cooking space. So this is where we used to cook our breakfast, lunch, dinner. So now we turned it into a goat house. So this is where the goats are. So initially we used to keep firewood here. We would keep our firewood here. I don't know if you still see me. Yeah, but then in the house, oh, this used to be for sitting. The beauty of everything here is we used to make fire from here, so everything was just within here. And then this would be the window that brings in the light. This window would bring in the light. Don't mind my mother. So it would bring in the light. So during the day you'd have natural light, and then at night you'd use the lantern lamps. They use paraffin. I don't know if we still have some around, but I'll try and see if we can find. Again, I think it would be interesting to keep these things. And then my story in this house. My story in this house is quite interesting. Especially when my mom was gone. But I think having it here was. There's so many memories that I have in this house that I would like to share, but I get a bit emotional when I start sharing them. But now you would get an idea why I keep this house and why I always want to see it when I come back home. Yeah, it's really beautiful if you look at the roofing. Onyesha roofing uko juu. Yeah, you see the system and the pattern up there, and then just the size of it. Imagine this was the bedroom, so we used to have a metal bed for my mom, and then for me I would sleep on par. If you know par, I'm gonna show you in the new house. Yeah, but I think everybody has a story and everybody has a beginning, and what this teaches us is that life is a tale, and you have to take one at a time, one at a time, one at a time. And really, I think I was really humbled. Then from this house, actually, my brother had a job. Yeah, so a little bit that, a little bit of that, and then my brother used to work when I was living here, so he got a job, my firstborn brother, and then he decided he was gonna move my mom to a new house, better, a better, bigger house. By then, that was really exciting because that was our first iron, a house with the iron sheets, and then a little bit bigger with a bigger bedroom, still a one bedroom house, but a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna take you to that the second house that my brother helped build for my mom. But before we around the house, come guys. So this is the house, and this is behind the house. You can stand there, enjoy. So this is behind the house. Mostly we would use this for a shade. It's a very tall shade, so you can use it when the sun is too hot. Like I have most memories when I wasn't feeling okay, I'd put the par here, and then yeah, I would rest here. So from that house we moved into this house, and yeah, this is what then my brother called. So we built this house for my mom. I'm gonna take you on a mommy nini. Don't mind. So yeah, that, I think basically what you need, mami, hii nyumba ni mabati kama ngapi? Yeah, about 22 iron sheets to build this house, and then this is cow dung, still cow dung, but then you realize that this is a bit tall than the house thatch, the grass thatched house. So we had 22 iron sheets, and that was like, celebratory, like, oh, this is big, this is huge. But then it's a bigger house, as you can tell, compared to the other house. And I'm gonna take you on a tour through this house, so you can come. I'll start with the behind. We had better windows, not like that. grilled windows, and then you see the size of this is like double the size of the previous house. And then yeah, so I used to rest here. I used to keep my dogs here actually, so I had a small dog house here. But then also I used to rest here. Then we had planted this tree. This tree is a very interesting tree gives a very good shade, and then it has flowers. You see these beautiful flowers? Yeah, so this pot we would use it to collect water actually. At night you put it outside and then it will collect water if it rains, and that is what you do as drinking water. As we continue the tour, 2020. As we continue the tour, Devi Mambo, Kuja, Sema hello, say hello. Hello, David, this is my nephew. Yes. This is where we used to keep the pots. Welcome to this home. You see, built house, and then come. So this is the sitting room. Stand there, stand there. You see, the sitting room is a bit bigger. It's bigger than the previous house. Here you can even swing. You see the height. You know, we had yeah. This one we got drizzled. Ooh, yeah. This was for, I think this is for Safaricom, whatever. M-Copper lights. Yeah. But yeah, this is the sitting room now. We pretty much use it as a kitchen when we have guests or when we are hosting a good number of people. Don't mind Davy. Yeah, and then this used to be my mom's bedroom. This used to be my mom's bedroom. Yes, this was the first bed that we actually had. This was the first bed that we had for this house, and now mom is keeping her maize here. Which is on this mom. Mom is keeping her maize here, and we also have this. Tell us in the comment section if you know what this is. Yes, but interesting enough, this is what they would use to keep the food safe from the cats, from the dogs, or any animals that would be running around. You do realize that with this house, there is space up here. There is space up here. One is for ventilation, and I think also they used to have meshes, but if you don't have a mesh, you imagine a cat would jump in. So if they jump in, if you had made your soup, then you would keep your soup here. If you keep your soup here, are you showing them? Here. Yes. If you keep your soup here, it's safe from any cats that would come. Of course, they can come and hang here, but then jumping right inside here would mean that they jump into the soup. Yeah, so this is what they used to keep too. If you eat food and there's leftover, they would keep it here. If my mom made soup and she was traveling, then she would keep it here. If, for instance, after eating in the evening, you have leftovers of food, you would keep it here. Keep it safe. This is smart, eh? Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, yeah, that's pretty much about it. What else? Maybe take you through my experience and history in this house, kidogo. Yeah, I think this felt like really something. Now, as you can, we still used to have the lantern lamps. I'll get one and then show you guys. Here in this house, we started using jiko. We had jiko. As you can tell here, we had jiko. This is what we used to cook, something, which was an upgrade of what we used to use in the other house. So I think we still have more jikos. I'll show you the jikos. Come. Yeah, this is the modern jiko. Move back so they can see. Yes. So then you'd put charcoal here and then light it up. Also, the process of lighting it is not everybody who knows, but then also this used to be like if the chicken hatch, we would keep them inside, the little ones inside here, from the eagle. The eagle is another challenge when you really. My mom really keeps a lot of animals, and so her chicken would be inside here. And then what else? Yes, this is a very powerful feed. Just so you know, yeah, I think there is water here. But if you keep water inside here, it stays cold, like good cold, beautifully cold. So you would keep your water here, and then if you came back from the scorching sun, then you take a drink of the water. There's cuckoo here. The eggs, I think it was hatching on the eggs, but then I don't know. They call it in Luo. They call it tongoran. They've gone bad. So now the chicken still thinks she's hatching. Show them the chicken. But there's really no eggs there. So it's gonna take a little bit, the chicken a little bit of time to really understand that there are no eggs for her. Yeah. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what I didn't cover that you'd like for me to cover, or if you have any questions, you can ask them on the comment section. You can show them the roof, the ceiling. This is the ceiling, considered a better ceiling than the previous one. One disadvantage that I don't like about this house is that when it's hot, it gets really hot. Not extremely hot, but compared to the previous house, I think the previous house can stay cool and very calm temperature when the sun is shining. And this one is good because it has its good side, because one, it's spacious, and then two, it was presentable. So growing up, like, people would really look down on you when you are living in the grass thatched house. And then this would be something, this is considered like middle class house, and so it's, kidogo boosts your esteem. Yes. So ladies and gentlemen, in the next video I'm gonna show you the house that I moved my mom to after this house, and then I'm gonna take you through a tour in the house, and then you can come up with the suggestions. Again, I suggested that we keep this house because I think then it explains the transition, and also for my next generation, I want them to really understand where I come from. So that is why I'm spending money keeping that house, this house, and then now we're moving to the house that I'm gonna show you that I just built for my mom. Peace, like, share, comment, and also thank you for your support. Victors with Victors. Cut.